Free agent frenzy, some of the big moves from the first day of free agency in the NFL. Tom, lay it out.
All right, well, one of the big fish out there, and Lions fans want him, but he's pricey, is Tyler Linderbaum. He went to the Raiders for 3 years, $81 million.
Wow. Good for him. And well-deserved. Best center on the market. He hit it at the right time. A lot of center need around the NFL. And it feels like right now the Raiders, even outside of Linderbaum, are just signing everyone. They've gone with Jalen Naylor, Kwity Paye, Nakobe Dean, Quay Walker, Taron Johnson, Eric Stokes re-signed. And they also added kicker Matt Gay.
Like, think about this. They have cap space. They're not going to be paying a quarterback. They've got Ashton Genty. How do you ignite the run game and help a new quarterback?
You put all the resources around him and a good defense.
And look, it's more money than I think the Lions were comfortable paying, and I can't beat the Lions up for doing it. They got a player for 3 years, $25 million total. Linderbaum's getting $27 a year.
Mm-hmm. Well, they're going to have Mendoza, the rookie deal. They got Genty, the rookie deal. They got Bowers, the rookie deal. I mean, they are trying to push that envelope with kind of like what the Bears are doing a little bit with Caleb Williams. I was surprised by the term, by the way. I thought he'd be a 5-year guy. So maybe it was just all that money, and it's like, who cares? And he get free agency again.
It's set up perfect for them to restructure next year and add some more years to it.
All right, local name here, Kenneth Walker to the Chiefs, 3 years, $43 million.
Last year, the Chiefs' running backs averaged 3.7 yards per carry. Mahomes oftentimes had to be their leading rusher. They won't even have Mahomes to start the year coming off the ACL. This is an investment in making their offense more balanced and taking the pressure off their quarterback.
Taking the pressure off their quarterback, also taking the pressure off of a 14-year tight end in Kelsey. So it makes him a little bit more productive by having that threat of the run game. The question I have, and I'm sure they're going to do it in the draft, I already mentioned it earlier, they've got to rebuild that offensive line and protect Patrick Mahomes to also be able to open up holes for Kenneth Walker.
All right, Travis Etienne leaves the Jags, goes to the Saints for 4 years, $52 million.
Okay, he's going back to close to where he played college football, but what? You're going there? Like, this is a career ender. They have no offensive line. They have no quarterback. The Saints are horrific, and I don't see them getting any better anytime soon. So Travis Etienne, nice contract. You're going there for the money. No problem with that. But we will hear from you in another 3 or 4 years, maybe.
Quick note, just lumping the two running backs together, Walker and Etienne. These aren't crazy contracts, like, per year. Like, Wan'Dale Robinson's getting $17 million per season. Have things shifted so far against the running backs that you can justify deals like this? Now, I get what you're saying. From a Saints standpoint, they're not going anywhere. Paying a running back's not going to get them much further.
Well, I like Walker much more than Etienne as a running back. I really like that move for the Chiefs. All right, this one, Malik Willis leaves the Packers, goes to the Dolphins for 3 years, $67.5 million.
We speculated because they're paying Tua all this dead money. Could they afford Malik Willis? The answer is yes. Who's he throwing the ball to?
Good question.
Are they going to be able to put a decent team around this guy, or is this just going to be a money down the drain? Because that's how it feels to me.
And how are they going to protect him? One of the things that was wrong with what Tua was doing was he was beat up all the time. Now, yeah, he has a concussion issue, but he had concussion issues because he kept getting hit. I don't know how they protect him, but this is the best that they could afford. And I think it's a great signing for Miami, but to your point, I just don't know how do they protect him and who's he throwing the ball to.
Yeah, I don't like this move at all for them. If I were them, they should have just got somebody that can play the position.
A Band-Aid, Kirk Cousins.
Not even that. I almost kind of waved the flag and thrown in the towel this year.
Full tank mode.
Yeah. To me, they were perfect can for that. So I wouldn't like this if I was Paul Serra. All right, Tua leaves the Dolphins, well, he's cut yesterday, and goes to the Falcons.
So a big question mark as to, okay, what do they think about Michael Penix? Now, is Michael Penix even going to be available at the beginning of the season? Question mark, because of the ACL. So it's only a 1-year deal. Maybe they want him just to get to Michael Penix. I'm trying to figure out what Atlanta's trying to do.
I love this for both sides. They've got weapons for Tua to have some success, right? With Pitts, the tight end, and London at receiver, and Bijan in the backfield. They had an offensive line that I think is pretty good, too. Kevin Stefanski's an offensive coach. For a 1 year revitalize your career, this makes a lot of sense for Tua, right? And for the Falcons, with a question mark at quarterback, it's not a commitment beyond.
And if I was Tua, I would have taken a lot less money and do whatever you got to do and go to Minnesota and compete for that job against a still rookie quarterback that is finding his way, and we've found that it's not a great path, and work with Kevin O'Connell.
All right, this one, I think yesterday of all the signings might have been the paradigm shifter in terms of affecting the Super Bowl. I love this move for the 49ers. Mike Evans, 3 years, $60 million.
Think about it. Wide receiver one in that offense. You're going to get a lot of single coverage because the way this team runs the football, a Kyle Shanahan offense, McCaffrey drawing linebackers and safeties. Evans all of a sudden gets to be that guy who wins one-on-one. I like this move a lot for them.
Yeah, and with Kittle when he's healthy this is a great 1-2-3 punch for this team that was able to get a premier receiver at not a premier price.
Exactly. Alec Pierce stays with the Colts, 4 years, $110 million.
He had 47 catches last year. This is surprising to me. I know he's a big play guy. He has a 1,000-yard season, but on 47 catches, he feels very big play dependent. I actually think the better receiver on their team was traded yesterday. Pittman goes to Pittsburgh.
Yes, I agree with you. And it's a head scratcher as to why they gave him so much money. And the other question is, what's going on with Daniel Jones? It's, he wants, it's reported $50 million a year. That's my reaction too. I mean, just sign the I thought the transition tag was a gift. Like, he's coming off an Achilles, and when's he even going to be healthy? That was an absolute gift. Now he's looking a gift horse in the mouth.
And real quick comparison: J-Mo got 3 years, $80 million. Pierce 4 years, $110. I'd rather have J-Mo.
Oh, exactly. Yeah, I don't know this one. I don't get it at all. All right, Alex Anzalone, 2 years, $17 million to the Bucs.
Oh, this is a classic overpay. What is he, 32 years old? And when he signed his new deal in Detroit, it was 3 years, $18 million. Not surprising that Detroit didn't re-sign him. They weren't going to give him a raise. They didn't even want to give him a raise last year. They gave him, an extra $300,000 just to say, hey, stop complaining and do your job?
Well, he does have the pirate look with the long hair.
Swashbuckler. I thought he would have ended up in New York with the Jets.
Yeah, the best place for him for the look would have been to end up in Minnesota.
There you go, Thor.
Be a Viking.
Exactly.
Yeah, I would have thought he could have ended up in Chicago or New York with former Lions assistants. I didn't expect Tampa. And I question how much is left in the tank.
Okay, guys, I got a bonus one, and I'm not going to hang out to dry because I've got some candidates here.
Okay.
Kyle Allen to the Bills. Leaves the Lions. The Lions need a backup quarterback.
They do.
Would you rather have Derek Carr, Kirk Cousins, Russell Wilson, Joe Flacco, or Geno Smith?
Kirk Cousins. Give me his backup.
Pay him more.
How about Joe Flacco?
I'm not sure
he can throw the deep ball to J-Mo.
I'm not sure you have to pay Kirk Cousins more. I mean, Kirk Cousins from the area, right? He's clearly going to be a backup somewhere if he decides that he wants to continue to play. And he's got some experience. If Jared Goff goes down, everyone's screwed.
Yeah, it doesn't really matter.
No.
Give me Joe Flacco. Pro Bowler Joe Flacco.
No Russell Wilson love?
No, I don't want Russell Wilson anywhere around us.
I know we'll talk more backup quarterback when we get in the dog days, but it's not at the forefront right now. They got bigger fish to fry. Yep. It's your free agent frenzy. It's 97.1.